I'm a little sad. Hi, I'm Kitty Gumdrop and you're watching Kitty's channel. Welcome to Thursday. You may be wondering what these 4 pieces of whiteboard are out in front of me, or you probably already read the title. That's right, I'm building a gravestone for a funeral I will be having for the footage I lost this week. Initially, I had a fillable base for a lamp, right? Those kinds that you fill up with whatever you want and it designs a lamp for you, and there you go, you designed that yourself, it's so pretty. Well, that's what today's video was supposed to be. That's not what today's video is now. Why, you may ask? Because my footage just up and died. So I'm going to mourn that. I spent a good amount of time making that, and I was a little upset that it was gone. Not so much angry, I was actually sad, and it reminded me specifically of the time where Christine's nail broke. Do you all know about that? If you haven't watched Simply Nailogical, I will link the video I'm talking about down in the description, where she had a funeral for when she broke her nail. Of course, it's not a normal thing, and of course, it's kind of a bit dramatic, but you know what? YouTubers are drama queens, dude, and I'm like being dramatic about this. I'm sad. I'm gonna have a funeral. So thank you to Christine for having the genius idea to lament something completely dramatic and overreaching for something that needs absolutely no emotional attachment whatsoever. But you know what? I spent time on that video and I was proud of it, so I was very sad when it died. And that's exactly what it did. I'll explain as the video goes on, so if you're interested in me having a funeral for my lost footage, stay tuned. I've already decided that I'm going to be making this gravestone green. I don't know, it just I wanted to have a green stone energy to it, so the gravestone is going to be these pieces. I plan on gluing these two together, sticking this on top here, with hot glue, of course. I mean, that's what I use for everything, so it'll probably fall apart eventually, just like anything else you ever use with hot glue. But you know what, it'll be here for now, and I'll appreciate it until it's gone too. And then this will be the plaque that goes on top of the gravestone right here. See, so it adds a little bit of 3-dimension, and we can write some words on it in remembrance of my sad, lost footage. I'm gonna mix up the greens for this. I've already painted all of these completely white so that I had the same base to work off of, so that the stone comes out exactly how I want it to, because they were all different colors. These two were like plain wood color, and this was like that, it was exactly like the sign I made on day one. It was that stressed wood that was painted white, you know, and then sanded down so that it looked really old. So I had to get them all the same color, and from here I'm going to be changing the color, so I'm gonna mix up the paint real fast. So this is the color that I've come up with to paint the gravestone. Like I said, actually, you know what I'm thinking about before I even paint? Should I go ahead and glue these together? Yeah, I don't want to paint them separately. I kind of want to paint this line out of here. So, first thing I'm going to do is glue these together. I'm going to hold this together and pray that it sticks together. Vice grip. It's kind of off. We'll live with it. We'll just face it this way and it'll be fine. Alright, so there's the base of the gravestone. Now I'm going to be moving on to painting the gravestone. I'm going to get this out of the way because I don't want to get it covered in green, set up some paper towels, and then I'll tell you the story of how I lost my footage to begin with. So I've discovered that it may be my fault, and it may not be my fault that the SD card messed up, and here's why. I thought I was being thrifty, and I was like, oh my god, I found a 512 gigabyte SD card for only like $32 on Amazon. I thought it was a good save because most of those are almost double that price, if not double that price. And I was like, oh, that's a good save. I'm going to get that 512 gigabyte SD card and we're going to run with that. It shows up and I put it in my phone. All goes well so far, right? So I thought, I filmed the first video that I filmed, which was the couch video. The video was fine, all that was going hunky-dory, and I was happy. The video saved, it uploaded, and it was even in 4K, which I didn't mention to you guys that I did not mean to do. It just happened. That's why the video the next week was not in 4K, because I started having problems with my SD card then, and I thought everything was alright, but it turned out it got worse. I'll explain. So we'll fast forward to vacation week, right? I started vacation week and it was going amazing. The first video that went up this week was not actually supposed to have been the sign video. I needed a lamp back here. I had no lighting and it was just getting pretty bad. So I wanted a lamp back here, but I wanted to design my own lamp, so I got one of the fillable base lamps. I filled it with seashells, colored sand, glitter, all kinds of stuff. It's really nice. I'll actually show it to you at the end of this video so you can still see it. Lampshade's not too impressive though. Oh my god, I really hate the lampshade. I'm gonna have to get a different one. I get this whole video filmed, and it's 2 hours of unedited footage. So I sat there and I made this for 2 hours of my time. Now, because I edit on my phone, I had a habit to save space before I got an SD card, of course, which was I would delete all the footage, all the raw footage that I didn't need anymore after my video was done. So I don't have any raw footage for my original videos. None of the videos on the channel have raw footage because they're gone. Now here comes the part where I think that I messed up. I really do think that this was my fault, so I feel responsible to hold a funeral at this point. Now I mentioned that it was a habit to delete all my raw footage to make room for the next video that I was going to film. Because of this habit, I did the same thing on my micro SD card. Now when I did that, it didn't seem that my micro SD card took it too well because the very next video that I filmed was the lamp video. And as soon as I tried to go to that lamp video and use the footage, it said no. It said hell no. And it said file not found. And I don't know how to recover things off SD cards in the first place. And then I also heard some horror stories where if it says that the image is corrupted or that the file's corrupted, you're done. Donezo. Lamenting over the loss of that video was bad enough, right? I would have been sad enough about that, but oh no, there's more. Flashing forward to the birdhouse video, of course, we have me and Michael painting the very, very beginnings of it, and I'm looking at the video and everything is recording just fine, right? I thought everything was going well, had no idea that something might be wrong with the SD card in general. We take a quick break and get up to stretch our legs, you know, we'd been sitting there for a while painting birdhouses. As I go to check the footage, immediately it said it was corrupted before I even did anything, and I hit the floor. I was devastated. I had just spent time and I thought I couldn't make any more videos. I didn't know what to do. At this point, I know that either something is wrong with my SD card or something is wrong with my whole phone, and I didn't know which one it was at this point. And here's the tragedy that I was worried about. This one actually would have been a tragedy for me personally. Maybe not you guys, I don't know, but it would have been for me. If my phone had been the one with the problem, I wouldn't have been able to make any YouTube videos or let anybody know what even happened until I got the problem fixed, which I don't know how long it is before I can get a phone that's as good as the one I have currently to be able to film videos and edit them and upload them. I do it all from my phone. So I was scared. Luckily, Michael is very patient and he helped calm me down. He's like, hey, it's all cool, it's all cool. Let's check out what's going on, figure it out before you get upset. He's very smart that way. So we did. We figured it out before I got upset even worse. I took a few videos rolling on my internal storage, switching all my video over to that on my phone, right? So everything's saved directly to my phone. Once I did that, every video went smoothly, so we were all good. So I breathed a sigh of relief and the show went on. Meaning, I got to film the rest of the video and you guys got to see how that turned out and hopefully you enjoyed it. So that night we finished up the video, we had a good time and we got everything saved. And I breathed a sigh of relief again, just to make sure, because I wanted to make sure that nothing got corrupted as I was saving it, because that was scary. The very next day I went and got a new SD card, and I got a name brand SD card, and then I did research on SD cards, and this is why I found out that I may have been the one that messed it up. Actually, most likely am the one that messed it up completely. I am pretty sure it's not even that it was a cheap SD card. I think it was all me. I killed it. While I was learning, I discovered that there's two types of ways to erase things. Phones are set up to completely delete files and they are gone. That's just the way that they're set up to do that. So when I was doing it in my internal storage, I wasn't like causing any problems. It was fine. However, my phone was built to do that. That's why it was fine. However, SD cards are not built to do that. What you put there is what you were supposed to leave there. I can't remember the word for it correctly right now. It's either backfiling or backlogging. It's something with the word back in it. However, what I was doing is I was trying to rewrite the saves. You see what I mean? There's stuff that was already printed on the SD card, and when you delete it, it doesn't fully erase it, is what I learned. So the problem with my method was I was trying to write saves on top of saves, and it was corrupting the files. At least that's what I've gathered from it. Let me know down in the comments if I'm correct and I'm the one that killed my SD card and I'm holding a funeral for an actual murder. Likewise, please comment down below and let me know if I'm not a murderer. So, summary. I got an SD card. It was cheap. It may have been the problem. I don't think it was. The problem was I saved over saves and I corrupted my files, and then now my SD card is completely dead because I don't know how to fix it and I don't want to spend the time to fix it. So I'm holding a funeral for the footage that I lost because I'm very sad about it, and I got the idea from Christine at Simply Nailogical. Thank you again, double shout out. Mostly because I'm really appreciative that you had that idea. It was genius. I finished that up off camera because I had to do a couple of coats of that to make it completely opaque. Even though it didn't work. It's not completely opaque, but it's as good as it's gonna get because I ran out of the paint that I mixed. And boy, did I not want to have to try to repeat that color again. I've already had to mix it up twice and bleh, bleh. I don't want to do it again. The only thing that you did miss that I forgot to mention on camera was that I mixed up this color to make the plaque that's going to go on the gravestone, because it's got to say something. I mean, it can't just be an empty gravestone and be like, that's a memorial. It means nothing to no one, and it's just blank until otherwise. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to write on it yet. Just that I'm going to write on it, so I'm going to do that real fast, and then I'll come back and paint it. I'm going to do the best I can, but this is difficult. I have this feeling I should make it just like the littlest bit darker. Ooh. Yeah, that looks about right. Ooh, one more down. Ew. So I guess the biggest reason I'm doing this, other than being inspired by Christine on Simply Nailogical, I mean, like, I lost a whole video. I want to make something out of it. Let's be lucrative. Let's have ideas. Let's move on and do something. I'm back to the pencil. I'm terrified of freehand. Tedious. Oh my god. Sad. Moving on to painting this. It's a little off center, so we're just gonna have to live with it. Oh my god, that took forever painting all those little lettering. I really thought that wasn't going to take long at all. But here I am. I don't even want to admit how long it took. It was hours. Hours. I thought this was going to be like a quick flyby video, but oh my god, this is turning into a thing. It's a thing now. I am going to glue this on when it's wet because I'm trying to save a little bit of time. I'm finally going to take this glue gun and use it, even though... golly, does that make me nervous. Hopefully that's pretty even. Holding the big reveal for the tiny funeral I'm going to be holding. It's not going to be a long one, it's not going to be a big one, but it is going to be a funeral because we need to pay our respects to the video that I tried to make. Or at least I'm going to. I guess you don't have to pay respects to something you never knew. Now this one I feel like is going to be a little bit harder because I don't know that this is going to want to stick. We'll see. Oh, there's glue on the table. It's all good. I'm going to scoot this forward while I do it so it leaves all the glue at the back, though. Okay, so I got the whole thing put together, and I gotta be honest with you, that took way longer than I thought. I thought I was just going to be able to slap some paint on there, quickly write something out, glue it together, and then make a quick video for you guys, because I'm not trying to drag this out all night, and I'm not trying to drag this out for you guys, because this isn't the video that I wanted to give you. I don't want to waste your time with something ridiculous that's super long, so we're going to make it a little short and sweet. I'm going to write a really, really short, sweet eulogy, aka a poem that I'm going to slap together while this dries, and that is, yes, what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to go slap together a poem about my lost footage, and then I'll see you guys at the funeral. And we're back to the funeral. Time to pay our respects to the footage that we've lost here today. This is the gravestone that I made representing the footage that I lost. I'm going to bring it over so you guys can get a better look at what I did. Okay. Make sure that's on camera. Alright. It says, here lies footage, May 2021, because it was born and it died in the same month. Not that kind of footage. Just to keep it clear. I would like to go ahead and apologize for my funeral attire. I just looked down and caught a glimpse of it. This is the best I have in terms of black clothes, so we're just gonna have to make it work. You may have all wondered why I'm gathering you here today. It's because we lost somebody close to me. Close to you, even. He birthed both of you. Well, what I'm talking about is the footage that did not survive my SD card. Whatever happened with it, it kerplopped and it is gone. So, what we missed out of that is the entire making of this lamp, which I'm very proud of, except for the lampshade. I wish that had died instead of the SD card. Also joining us, we have the haunted birdhouses made on Tuesday. You have the Lady in White, and you have the Owens house, of course. Now, they didn't know the card very well. It only caught their first moments in life. They were very young getting to know the card, so they don't have much to say, but I figured it was respectful for them to be present considering they were involved. Now, unless anybody else has anything to say, I'd like to add a few words, the poem that I just wrote on the fly. A small card, bought cheap, to save things on. Oh, how I never dreamed it would end so wrong. Be it your fault, or be it mine. You were taken from me too soon in time. The laughs you held, ready to share, unedited, raw, there was potential there. And though my friends at home may never see, I was there, and you meant something to me. You will be missed, unseen footage of 2021. Hopefully this never happens again. I don't know if I could handle another one. Who wants to go out to eat? So that's all I have this week. I know I was being a bit of a drama queen. It wasn't that big a deal that I lost the footage, but I mean, look at the lamp I made. Look at that, there's like glitter sand and seashells and rocks. Everybody likes rocks. Alright, that's all I have for day 4 of vacation week. Not the video I wanted to give you, but at least it's a video that hopefully made you laugh in spite of what happened to me, because I was not happy about losing all that. Like, I hit the floor and I was like, no, I can't give them this video. And I just like sat there for a minute and I remembered Christine's video, like bringing it up again. But I remembered that and it gave me the idea to give this to you guys so that we didn't have a blank spot in between. And I really didn't want that for you guys. I wanted to be able to make the 5 videos that I promised. So here's video 4. So if you liked that video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys one more time tomorrow and then again Monday.